Howdy folks, and welcome back to She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. Today we're going to be watching Season 1 Episode 2, which is titled The Sword, Part 2. And I thoroughly enjoyed watching The Sword Part 1, and I'm really excited to see this kind of conclusion to the two-parter, and kind of see what the first episode hook kind of is for the show. Now you might be thinking that might be weird to say first episode hook at the end of episode 2, but you know, if you consider this a two-parter and this to be just kind of one big pilot, yes, we had Adora transforming into She-Ra at the end of the first one. That was nice and all, but it kind of, you know, the title of the show itself guarantees we're going to be seeing She-Ra. I'm kind of interested to see how this pilot kind of catapults us into the show proper and kind of sets up some stuff or gives us a little taste of something to come. Kind of my gold standard for first episode hooks is Amphibia. At the end of the first episode, we see that one of Anne's friends, Sasha, has also made it to Amphibia and has been captured by the Toads and is being interrogated. And one of them says, "Now we know there are more. Now we know you've been lying to us. Now we know there are more of you." And it's just super ominous and just like, oh, what's going to happen there? There's so much more to this than initially meets the eye. Then, of course, they don't follow up on that for another 10 episodes, but hey, what can you do? But yeah, maybe she starts to turn on her academy or the evil horde, where everyone just has super evil sounding names. I did go back and in honor of Shadow Weaver, our bright shining beacon of light, you know, despite the name, I came up with a couple names of potential other, you know, instructors, mentors that Adora potentially could have had within the evil horde. They are as follows. Warlock. Good guy, that Warlock. Kolgarth, bringer of doom. You know, just the beacon of justice, that guy. The Disaster Sisters, or Disaster Sisters, if you will. Algon, the Destructor. Self-explanatory. Name's a little on the nose, but what can you do? And, Kyle. We'll see if any of those come true. But regardless, I'm you know, it was a little comical to see kind of just all the evil shit going on there, and she be like, I'm on the good side of this fight. So, you know, real curious to see how that goes. And, you know, I think there's hope for the show that, you know, for like, obviously politics are going to be a big part of it, but if there's like a third party coming in to, you know, threaten, I think Etheria, they said the name of the world was, it'll be interesting to see like kind of the two other sides kind of reckoning with this new third threat and how they handle it, whether or not they come together and all this kind of stuff. There's a lot of directions the show can go is what I'm saying, and I am very interested. So let's scooch over here. Enough nonsense here at the front end of this, and let's get ready to watch this dang thing. Hey, I'm glad that you're here watching this dang thing along with me. Do me a favor, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you see when more of these come out. As well as, don't forget to leave a like on this video, leave a comment, let me know what you think of this episode, of the reaction, fake spoilers, anything you want to tell me. Any interaction with this video helps with the algorithm, makes me feel happy when I see the numbers go up. And as well as if you'd like to see this episode or episode 1 or both, or the next one as well, early, uncut, unedited, there's a link to the Patreon in the description below. Feel free to stop over there should you choose to do so. But as always, I'm just glad that you're here watching this on YouTube. And I forgot to say, but also in the description, there should be a link to my Discord server. It's, you know, available to anyone who wants to hop in. We discuss the shows happening on the channel, music, movies, all sorts of stuff. So hey, if you wanna hop in there, feel free to do so. I feel like I never really plug it, so wanted to go ahead and do that. So now, without further ado, let's get started with She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, Season 1, Episode 2, The Sword, Part 2. Quite a mouthful that one is. Starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. I think that's new. Oh, we actually get an OP this time. Well, she's being very friendly with Bow and Glimmer in this one. Ooh, so many people I haven't seen yet. So many princesses. Oh no, Catra's with the villains. Well, nice. Stuff to look forward to, it seems. Okay, and of course, you know, like I said with the part 2, picking up right where we left off.
Glimmer? Yeah, I see her, Bo. Okay.
Just real quick, I want to say, it's honestly, it's a real good thing that they didn't show us that at the beginning of the first episode, because then I'd be like, oh look, these friends that we have, and it would have like undone any of the conflict in that first episode. But yeah, the fact that Catra is, you know, posed up with the villains, You know, you can already tell just from that first episode that you know, Adora, obviously with her having the power, would probably be you'd have an easier time convincing her to switch sides than Catra, who, you know, seems to be very different, very similar, but also very different. Seems a lot more stubborn, at least, than Adora. So, yeah, if she, you know, potentially an antagonist for this season, I doubt she's going to stay an antagonist for the whole damn show. This is a very long show. There's a lot to go. But I could definitely see her being sort of like the season 1 villain, kind of, so to speak. And then we finally win her back over to our side somehow, right? Anyway, we are, you know, a total of 5 seconds into this episode, and I've already paused and talked for much longer than that. So let's continue.
To make sure it wasn't just me.
I also like that. I got a new fit. I also love like just how she's drawn. Her lines as Adora are like black on the outside, but they're like a lighter blue kind of when she's She-Ra. It's kind of like the difference between the demons in hell and the angels in heaven in Hazbin Hotel, so to speak.
I didn't do anything. All I did was pick up the sword and then whoosh, I'm in a tiara.
I hate it when whoosh, I'm in a tiara. Uh-oh. The bug is like, where'd the shiny lady go? And I'm not just talking about Glimmer. Quick, give me the sword back. Also, I do not have tea today, but as Houston is bracing for its first hard freeze this year, I have hot chocolate, because I figured that would be sufficient for a very cold night. And if you must know, it's chocolate abuelita.
In there's gotta be better than out here.
Maybe there's a cool bow in there for you, Bo.
Everyone grab on. I can get us in
Yo,
here.
so I know the bow.
You've never teleported 3 people before.
What's written on this door? It looks like some kind of password.
You can read that?
You can't?
Oh, interesting. They teach you runes at the academy, huh?
Eternia!
It worked.
Oh, come on!
But yeah, I know that bow is obviously, you know, a reference to his weapon of choice. But if bow isn't just short for himbo as well, has to be, absolutely has to be some kind of a purposeful name.
I don't know. I just read the word on the door.
Right. You just read a word in a language that no one's spoken for 1,000 years, and the door just opened into a mysterious ancient ruin.
Yeah, I mean, people study Latin in the real world, right?
Princesses are monsters!
Monsters? You're the monster.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Glimmer, she did save us.
I don't care.
Bo's the real monster here, being the only non-princess.
Thanks for saving us from that bug thing back there when you could have escaped instead.
Well, at least someone is showing appreciation.
I just wanted to get the sword, okay?
Hey, just take the
Sure it's
take
not
the
because
compliment.
You secretly like us?
I don't like you.
Not for a couple episodes at least, probably, right?
I'm Bo, by the way.
Short for himbo.
Adora. Ah, weird name for a horde soldier.
Is it?
Right, because she was abandoned as a baby, right?
What are we doing?
Nothing. I mean, look
It
at
did
the
have a
elements.
little bit of a
I
reaction.
think this might be a First One's ruin.
First ones are the original settlers of Etheria. They disappeared 1,000 years ago, but they left behind a lot of old ruins and technology.
Okay.
So what happened to them?
No one knows.
It's
They
giving
just
Horizon a
disappeared.
little bit.
The horde didn't tell you about that?
Yeah, that even looks
Sounds
like a
there's lot the
forge.
Lord didn't tell me.
Hey, want to turn on some lights, Adora?
I don't know how to do that.
I don't know,
Maybe
just...
there's a magic word.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What's the first one's word for lights?
I'm not magic.
Obviously. Everyone,
Damn.
stand back.
Glimmer sounds a
Glimmer,
little
maybe
jealous.
You should take it easy. It'll be a while until you can recharge.
She has to charge? Well, if it's anything like Owl House, even a baby could do a light spell, right? Oh, look, there is a word written on the wall. I just couldn't see in the darkness.
You can read that inscription, right? What's it say?
It says... She-Ra.
In the Princesses of Power. You know, saying She-Ra, that's like setting your password to password a little bit.
I think it's some kind of ancient hologram. How do we get out of here?
That is your query.
Well, she's broken.
She's old.
Yo, so am I.
Administrator
Okay, oh.
fault detected. Lockdown initiated.
Damn, after just one try? Okay, so your password may have been set to password basically, but your firewall is pretty strong, gotta say.
No lockdown! Adora, you gotta get it to stop!
What makes you think I can't?
There's gotta be a password or something!
Stop it! Eternia! Eternia! Give me the sword!
What? No!
We need the scary lady in the cape!
You're a horde soldier. I'm not giving
But
you
we're
the
all
sword.
gonna die if I don't try, right?
Eternia!
Say Eternia one more time. Maybe it'll help. Maybe it'll work this time.
Hold on!
Glimmer, no!
Well. Uh-oh. Well, that's not better, actually. Oh. Net arrow.
Did it work?
Absolutely not.
I think I used too much power getting us out of there.
I don't know who could have predicted that. Oh, right, me.
Damn. Got her.
Why are you still here?
You have my sword?
You could have escaped at any time. Why didn't you?
I want to figure out what's happening to me, and if I go back to the fright zone, then I'll never know.
Yeah, that's another thing I forgot. That where they live is called the Fright Zone. The safest place to be.
Glimmer's mom knows more about the first one's tech than anyone. She'll know what's going on with you and the sword for sure.
Yeah, but can I change into the other one before going in there?
There should be a village a few miles from here. They'll be able to give us a ride back to Bright Moon.
So when her power drains, so does her
For the last
agility.
time, where is Adora?
For the last time, I don't know. You think I keep her on a leash?
No, she's the cat. She's the one on the leash. Some people walk their cats, right?
I already know where she is.
Well, then why were you asking?
Then why did you ask me?
Because you are going to bring her back.
I don't think so.
Oh. Yeah, that's definitely not evil at all.
Your insolence will not protect her. You will do as I ask, or you will suffer the consequences in her place.
Emphasis on suffer, I feel like. Oh, look at these people.
Okay.
They look
the
like-
jacket comes off. If the villagers see a horde soldier, they'll freak out.
Well, that's nice of her.
You know, like a big party.
I can't think of what mythological creature they look like.
Don't have parties in the fright zone?
No, we do not have fun there.
She has never been to a party before, Glimmer. This is serious.
Oh my god. You know, and I almost followed that up with a seriously. Oh. Yo, the big anime eyes. God, it is driving me nuts that I can't think of. I think they're Greek in origin. The kind of goat man people. Hang on. Hang on. Man, I almost said satyrs. Damn it. I almost said satyrs, and I'm like, that's not right. But alas, here we are. I had it. I should have just said it. I should have just said it and said, oh, I know I'm probably wrong. Correct me in the comments, and then, you know, I still would have been right. I guess they have pinatas here at this party. Yo, she busted that thing in like one hit. Dude, she's fucking loving this. See, I told you she'd be easy to turn to this side.
Seriously, no parties ever?
Yo, cotton candy
what do you
too.
do on your birthday?
Yo, she is carb
No
loading
birthdays?
today for with all of this.
How is your life this sad?
What is that?
Yo! She's just discovered she's a horse girl. It's glorious.
Stick.
You wanna go meet it?
What? This is the best day.
Oh my god. Bo's like, she's weird. It's the evil horde. Oh my god, that was fast. This is all just bright and colorful just seconds ago.
The people of Thamor aren't a threat to them.
Wait, did you say Thamor? This can't be Thamor.
Did you know something about this?
No, I mean, yes.
Oh, that's right.
Thamor's supposed to be a heavily fortified rebel fortress, not a civilian town.
That's where she was going to be sent, right?
I can get them to stop. This is all a big mistake. I just need to talk to them.
I don't think so.
I'm sorry.
Adora, why is there a flower in your hair? Were you partying?
Stop!
Is Catra driving that one? Hey!
Catra?
We'll take that as a little
You
Oracle
let me
moment.
drive a tank. Seriously, did you just immediately get captured right after you snuck out, or?
Funny story about that. Don't die, Bo. Oh, she teleported. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. She's like weak with power.
There's no, you have to put a stop to this. What? Why? Because this is a civilian town.
I do like that when, I don't know if that was on purpose, but when Catra said what, she like kind of tilted her head kind of like an animal does. I mean, I know dogs do that. I don't know about cats. I'm allergic, so I never had cats.
I can't go back. Not until the Horde leaves this town alone. You have to help me. What are you saying? I'm saying this is wrong. They've been lying to us. Hordak, Shadow Weaver, all of them.
Except Catra's gonna say,
Duh.
the propaganda.
Did you just figure that out?
Whoa.
Doesn't matter what they do. The two of us look out for each other.
Damn.
And soon we'll be the ones calling the shots. Now come on, can we go home already?
Yikes. That makes it rougher that she like knows and is just fine with it. Just because it's not her, right?
I'm not going home, Catra. I can't.
Yup.
Kidding? And now you're gonna throw everything away for them? Oh, what happened to you?
I turned into a magical shiny lady.
I'm sorry, Catra.
Damn. Yeah, she didn't even hesitate with
I
that.
think that's all of them.
No teleporting now, huh?
You can do this, Glimmer, and you don't have to do it alone.
You're right. We need Adora.
We do? Didn't she just sell us out to the Horde?
I don't think she did. I think she can help us.
Also, she just switched sides or something, I think. I don't know, it's just a bit of a vibe check. Yo, the horse gonna save the day. Let's go. Damn, she's ready to hit her again.
That was a lot stronger than I thought. Are you okay?
Ah, she was ready for the double tap right there. Yo, she did it!
It was a reflex.
Why are you doing this?
Because you left me. And if I don't bring you back, Shadow Weaver's gonna have my head. Let's go home already. Or do I need to zap you again?
Yo, the triple tap though. Oh, it didn't hurt at all. It was just kind of bright. Oh. Yo, I love his trick arrows. Yo, not the horse. Oh, she teleported.
Adora!
Yeah. Damn, did she like straight up pass out?
We need She-Ra. I should have given this back to you in the ruin. I feel like maybe you're here to help
It's
us.
the best choice you can make in this situation right now, right? What are the words?
For the honor of Greystone!
Okay, she remembered. All right, so do we get a full-on magical girl transformation here? Yes, we do. Nice, and now we get to see it in every episode, just to waste about 20 seconds of animation time. I highly doubt they'll show this to us every time. I just know that's a trope of you know, magical girl anime. Oh, what good is a bow without arrows? I guess cats don't always land on their feet. Yo, please just don't kill the horse. My wife would be so
Serving
sad.
beside you, horsey.
No. Be free. Live another day. Oh, she almost looked like she was gliding right there, like she was floating. So is she still herself? Damn, she learned Quake that early? She's also like super tall, huh? Okay, so she is floating a little bit. Yo, holy shit.
Retreat!
That's the strongest princess I've ever seen! But does Catra see this? Because Catra's still in this fight. She just, got thrown back a little bit, right? Okay. Okay, so she did see. Yep.
I did it. I turned against the Horde. I turned against the Horde.
Yep. That realization.
You're with us now. So come on. Let's go home.
I don't have a home.
Best friend squad.
Aw. Yeah, you know, Bo must have seen the intro of the show.
Whose horse was this?
Oh no! Nice. Yeah, I was about to say Bo definitely watched the intro to the show, so he knows that they're the kind of the main crew, at least for this season. You know, hey, and we have this whole other cast of characters to introduce you to, Adora. That was fun. I like that. So I guess to kind of piggyback on what I was saying at the very front end of this video, kind of looking for the hook of the show. You know, like I said, you know, Catra and Adora kind of like parting ways. Catra's gonna stay with the Horde, you know, even though she knows that they've been lying to them about everything. It's a living, right? And Adora has now fully switched sides, even to the point where they said, "Let's take you home," as if to say, "This is your home now." Can't wait to see like the reaction of, I forgot what Glimmer's what her mom's name is, but I have a feeling she's not going to be as welcoming as Glimmer, even if she says, "Mom, they say she saved me. Look what she can do with a sword. Do the thing." She's like, "I can't do it again. It's not working." Interesting to see what the limitations on her powers were, because it looked like she herself ran out of energy. I'd like to know what the magic system is here, because they made it seem like it was a common known fact that Glimmer can run out of energy. I don't know if that's just a thing for all magic users, so it would apply to Adora as well. She can only be She-Ra for a set amount of time until she just runs out of MP, basically. And you can't really stock ethers to top yourself off if you run low, I guess. But yeah, that was, you know, a good continuation. Like I said, it pretty much just catapults us right into the main series. I would expect it to be, for a little bit, I would expect it to maybe be a little episodic, to where kind of maybe, oh, the Horde is attacking this place, let's go stop them, kind of thing. Kind of like Rebel, like, I kind of want to compare this to, I was thinking about this after I watched the first episode, this is going to make me sound really old, but in the 90s, one of the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons, it was just called Sonic the Hedgehog, but people these days refer to it as Sat-AM or Sat-AM. It was the Saturday morning cartoon as opposed to the one that aired during the weekdays. It was a lot darker, grittier than like the cartoony kind of the Sonic the Hedgehog that got used in a bunch of YouTube poops. Also something that makes me sound super old. Not that one. Not the super goofy cartoony one, like the dark one where Sonic himself was a rebel fighting up against Dr. Robotnik and the robot army that he was invading with and all this kind of stuff, where they would turn the actual animals to robots. Is a great show, actually. Probably one of the best pieces of Sonic media. It's real good. I love me some Sat-AM. But it kind of makes me think of that, to where that show was just kind of a lot of, you know, there wasn't a lot of running plot. It was just a lot of day-to-day, oh, Robotnik's attacking here, he's gonna go do this, we're gonna go here to stop him, kind of thing. So it was a lot of going out on missions and just, you know, fighting back against the oppressing force. I can maybe see this show kind of following that same model for a little bit. Obviously, there's gonna be a lot of plot stuff going on. I still think there's gonna be some kind of a third faction that's gonna come down to kind of ruin everybody's day, really. But until then, I could see the show kind of being a lot of freedom fighting, resistance kind of stuff happening. So hey, if it is that, if it's good, I mean, even here where it was just kind of a really basic, we're in this place, they're attacking, let's try to get them to stop attacking kind of thing. There's still a lot of really funny stuff. I really like Bo. He's really good for the comedic relief. While being not too annoying about it, because the comic relief characters typically go one of two ways. They're either dumb as hell and can't do anything, or they're like super competent at what they do, but just a little goofy. And Bo certainly falls into that second category, where he's very, very proficient with his weapon of choice. You know, I don't want to say Bo's bow or anything. There's going to be a lot of that though, probably. But he's very proficient with what he does, and obviously he himself is limited to whatever arrows he has. It's not like Hawkeye in the Marvel movies, who just never runs out of arrows. That's like never an issue in those movies, man. or you know, in like a video game where you can just like pick up arrows everywhere. He seems to really be limited to what he has on him at any given time. So, you know, the fact that even just like with the magic users, they can run out of magic. It seems like, you know, at least as of right now, nobody is too overpowered, right? So I have a feeling that there's not going to be actual stakes, because I know they're not going to kill off Glimmer in like episode 5 or something like that. But you know, still might help put some stakes on the fight. Like, oh, we can't just go crazy with our powers, right? Because we will run out. We got to be smart about it. We got to be resourceful, and, you know, find other win cons basically when we can. So that, hey, that just makes the show more interesting. If they just go in and use their magic and save the day every time just like that, you know, that's gonna get really old really quick. And with like 50 episodes left to go, I'm hoping that it's not that, and I'm sure it won't be, as highly regarded as the show is. Hey, I'm recording this just right after, earlier today, my episode 1 went live on YouTube, and a lot of people seem to be liking this so far. But what the point I wanted to make with this is, a lot of people are saying like, this is one of my favorite shows of all time, if not some people saying like actually my favorite show. So I'm just really excited to see where this goes and like the heights that it reaches and all that kind of stuff. So I got a hell of a journey ahead of me, and I'm glad that y'all are here with me for the ride. I don't think I have too much else to say for this episode. For the most part, it was pretty basic. It pretty much played out exactly how I thought it would. Kind of inner conflict kind of stuff, with, you know, Catra then kind of realizing that Adora has switched sides. So, like I said, really interested to see where it goes from here, but great start to the show, really liking it so far. So what did you think of this episode? I know I asked last time, when were you hooked, but hey, now that this kind of 2-part pilot is over, were you super hooked on the show at this point? Or was it just kind of a thing? Like, I know with Netflix, like, it all releases at once, so you could kind of just keep watching as it aired, but for myself watching this, I'm going week to week here. Obviously, our watching styles are going to be different for this, but hey, I'm sure it's not too hard when you can just hit next episode straight away, right? But regardless, just let me know what you thought of this episode, what you thought of the reaction, anything you want to tell me, fake spoilers, all that kind of stuff. And don't forget to leave a like on your way out. With all that being said, I'll catch you next time for She-Ra episode 3. Take it easy, everybody.